Sup Fit Fam, how's it going? Coach Andrew, your friendly neighborhood athletic therapist. Episode 2, we're gonna use the foam roller today. So you've got old Spiky here, and you've got plain Jane. So, you like deep tissue, or you like plain Jane? So, what we wanna do with this, a lot of you've got desk jobs, so that means you're in your desk a lot, you're sitting down. What that does is gonna tighten up your hip flexors and pull your pelvis forward. And so what we actually want to do is we want to foam roll that tissue, re-elongate so that you've got a nice neutral pelvis. And that way when you're doing your core activities, you're not getting this low back pain or this pulling or maybe even some popping or clicking with the leg lowers. So we're going to show you how to effectively get rid of that with some foam rolling and a follow-up stretch, okay? So follow me down here. I'm going to use old Spiky because I like my deep tissue massage. So when using this for the hip flexor, you're kind of looking at mid-thigh up until this bony part up in your hip. So you want to kind of landmark there, hang the other side off the mat or off the foam roller, and use your hands for bracing, okay? Because you're going to put your body weight in through here, and all the pressure is going to be directed through your hands and through your body. So if you want less pressure, then come up on your hands or use this opposite leg. Kind of find that nasty part right up into the bone there, but don't go directly on the bone. Okay, and then you're gonna roll forward again. Now, if you find a nasty knot, something that really jumps out at you, you can kind of hang out there. You can kind of just compress it and just decompress that knot till it feels like soft butter. Or you can kind of do a little bit of friction through it. If you find it's not releasing, do a little bit of friction, just kind of back and forth over it. That way you're breaking up that adhesion. And then again, just kind of go back into some nice long strokes. Now, once you're done that, you'll want to follow up with a stretch. So we kind of do this in the big circle. One of the stretches we do is the whatever side you want to stretch, you're gonna leave that knee behind. And now I find a lot of people doing this wrong, is they kind of just hang out here, but you actually want to lunge forward into that front foot, okay? And then you want to rotate this pelvis up, kind of like that tilt we're doing with the transverse abdomen, so you're making sure that your shoulders are staying up. From there, you actually want to squeeze that glute, that same cheek, down into the floor, and now you actually feel that pulling sensation. That's what you want, okay? So make sure you do both sides. Now, if you're getting a little bit of back pain as well, I'm going to show you a quick and effective stretch for that one. Again, I'm using old Spiky here. You want to landmark this, so you're going to kind of bridge up. You want to landmark this on your SI joint or your sacrum here. So there's two little divots in the small of your back. You want to landmark that one. And now let's say this side is the one that's tight. You're going to let that hang down. You're actually going to grab that opposite knee and pull it towards that chest. You can see my hips are tight, so that's why my foot's lifting off the ground. Now if you're getting pain on the other side, you can kind of use that leg and just rotate back and forth just to kind of work out some of those knots. When you're done, just make sure you bridge up, take that foam roller out, otherwise they're gonna cause another injury. So that's a safe way of getting out of there. That's part 2, effectively how to get rid of that anterior pelvic tilt and eliminate some of that back pain while doing your core exercises.